Yo guys, what's good? We are back again and we're doing our trading analysis for the week today on Sunday. We usually do it Saturdays, but we kind of just switched it around and we're going to do the trading analysis for this week. If you guys like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down what you think of my analysis. If you guys have not been introduced to the Traders Headquarters, down below the link will get you there. It's free and it's just a traders community so we can all grow together. And yeah, we're just going to see what we did wrong, what we did right, GU and EU from Monday to Friday. And let's get to it. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame on Monday. We can clearly see prices just tweaking out a little bit. Down here, we can see prices ranging a bit. So this is phase one. We expect phase two to either be up here, coming down, or 5 o'clock, 5:30. This is where we check out for our openings, for us to hop in. Right now, I should be looking for probably buys right now to grab all of the liquidity from below. The only problem that we are seeing is that we are seeing price being too close, right? It's not really out of the 20% deviation. Yeah, not out of the 20% deviation, and it's not during our time just yet. So we wait, price comes back down right here. It is now 6:15. This is where we took a buy, which I would have taken a buy same place. Yep, I would have been in this. See what happens. So price decides to take me out. I probably should have cut my loss a little bit more by another 4.2 pips. Instead, I only got like 2 pips, which is still alright. Price grab liquidity down more once more here. Usually, I don't do liquidity grabs in London session sometimes when it displays, and I think that was just a fake out there, so I let it go. And here was another buy that I took, which when price came down here, whoops, I took another buy here. It just faked me out completely. I should have probably put my stop loss right here and saved 4 pips. Well, not 4 pips, actually 6 pips. So my third trade, I cut my loss, and I remember clearly that when price was actually coming back down here, it was just coming down at such a fast sort of pace that I just thought price was going to break through, so I cut it early, and price essentially didn't break through, so I was like, okay, this could be where the reversal is at. So when New York came, especially at 11:30? No, 11:05. Could be around 11:30 where it starts to reverse. Right now it's 11:05. Right now it's 11:20. Exactly. So at 11:30, this is where price completely reverses. So this is where I would have taken another buy if I was patient enough. This is my forward test. And what essentially happened here was, price just started going up. What I can actually learn from today, really just cut my loss. That's all I really needed to do. Cut my loss here, be more patient, probably wait for 11:30, because exactly on 11:30 was an opportunity where price reversed. I could have saved 6 pips here, could have saved another 2-3 pips here, and here I already saved as much as I could. So yeah guys, just a few things. I just have to cut my loss and just enter at better times. Really, that's it for Mondays. So check out EU. Yeah guys, in this situation I actually didn't trade EU at all for Mondays. So yeah, let's go to Tuesdays. Tuesdays come around, we see price literally ranging. Phase 1, phase 2 here. If we would have taken a buy somewhere here, which is a bit early, it would have been a perfect buy up, but in this case it was just a bit early, so we're looking for sells in this situation on Tuesdays. And how Tuesdays are looking, it looks like I took a sell right here. So I'm still waiting for the opportunity. It's coming close, and I took a sell somewhere here just because of how price broke. And let's see what happens. Okay, price just broke through, so I just got one whole trade going. I said that was really perfect due to the fact that there was literally liquidity here and there was liquidity here. So I wouldn't say that me actually cutting my losses anytime soon would have helped. And I'm pretty sure this was news as well, so I would have been taken out for a bit more. Let's see if I can take a sell anywhere else. Probably will be looking for sells somewhere here. Yeah, I would be looking for another sell right here. Let's see what happens. I'm going to go for 15 pip stop loss. Perfect. So I don't know why I didn't take this. Was I just foolish? No, I think I did take a sell here, guys. I just put it to break even. If price comes back up, because right now I would have put my stop loss at break even, so I want to see what happens. Yeah, I would have been at break even, taken out here. And then I would have taken another sell once more right here to see what happens. The price has disrespected me, so I would have been out there. Just taking one more now, just for my third trade to see how it goes. Looks like price is coming back down. Okay, so I got absolutely violated. So in this case, I would have actually been at a loss. What could I have improved? Probably was, it could have been probably just to take out at the 50% retracement, because we can make it more specific so that on London time, if price comes back below the 50% retracement, I'm talking about this trade here, which I was pretty sure I was in. I just took out because it hit my break even, that I take out for a bit of profit. So price moved around 40 pips, so this would have been a 1 to 3. Also, what I could have realized as well is I could have put my stop loss probably right here, just because I completely forgot, and I keep on forgetting, is that the average price area is literally this blue line right here, which is the average price area. And if price rejects like this very hard, it means that price wants to push up higher, right? This is where you're supposed to have your take profit at. And if I was to take my take profit probably just above here, giving it some space, I should have actually ended up with a 1 to, either a 1 to 7 or a 1 to 1. That's really what I should have ended up in this situation, or what it planted me with. So I would have actually had profits in one of them, then I would have also just lost another, and I would have taken one more here. I don't think I would have brought it to break even, so I would be down only around maybe two or three, because I would have brought my stop loss at least above here. So it would have been down around 2 trades, maybe 1.5. Yeah, lesson to learn is really just to focus on the average price area. Let's check if I took any on Euro USD. So Euro USD, did we take any trades? No, we did not take any trades, guys. So we left Euro USD, but Euro USD was looking pretty good. Would I have taken a buy here? No, I wouldn't. It wouldn't have been in my time. This was a really good looking sell, which I would have taken probably right. Yeah, I wouldn't have taken the sell at all. Probably maybe up here. But even that, I wouldn't have taken it, and I would have been stopped at if I was usually doing what I was doing. So what I need to learn is just to remember the average price area when price reaches it. If price rejects it really hard, it means to put a stop loss just above this zone area. So, you know, I get out with some profits to re-enter with. And yeah, Euro just really didn't present me with anything. I'm pretty sure I didn't trade Euro today. Yeah, so let's go on to Wednesday. I remember Wednesday like it was yesterday. Wednesday was really annoying. So I held this whole trade. I did not get out up here. I actually got stopped out down here. If you guys can see closely, you can see right here, this area stopped me out at my line because I put my break even at entry. Price stopped me out after me being in this trade for hours and essentially just pushed up from here. So I didn't miss out on a really good opportunity that would have made all my money back and more. This would have probably been a 1 to 3, something like that. Yeah, 1 to 3. And really how I got in here was just because it was all presenting up pretty well. You know, it was coming to 6 o'clock, and 6 o'clock, I don't think I entered in here. No, I entered in on EU. That was the problem. I entered in on EU, and I was waiting for GU to actually grab both liquidities. That's why I didn't enter in right here. I actually waited for GU to grab both liquidities for me to take a buy, and in this case, price grabbed both liquidities to push to the upside. You can see this movement, held it through all of this, brought it to break even from here. It touched the average price area, which if we were to put up our area, our average price open, should be looking something like this, guys, and literally price grabbed right here, the middle, the average price open. I should have taken out. I would have at least gotten something like a 1 to 1 once again. Then I would have re-entered here, taken a buy to the upside. So we just have to be very cautious and careful just with where price lands, because you can clearly see this every time prices hit average open price, it's rejected all the way back to our original entry, or just has rejected a lot. Every time it hits average price area, you have to remember that if price does reject really hard, it will come back with just as much force. We can also look for our exit strategy around this area as well. So this is unfortunate. You know, we missed a lot here that we could have gotten, which is probably from putting a stop loss around here, which would have been a 1 to 7.5 for me, and re-entering right here, or even close, like down here, which would have been, if I had FOMO, I would have entered in somewhere there, and I would still be in. So in this case, guys, I just have to keep in mind of the average price area. Let's go to Euro and Wednesday. I remember this whole thing like from the back of my head. So in this area, price was just ranging, playing around. This is phase 1. Price came down here, took a buy here, price came all the way down, actually wicked me out, and I saw the ranging here, so I tried to get the liquidity grab, and as you can see, I actually got the liquidity grab, but it was pretty big. Probably my special buys that I'm probably going to leverage a bit more on is liquidity buys off ranges. So as you can see, liquidity grabbed right here. I entered in for a buy, price pushed up, broke through. This is where I brought it to break even, came back down, took me out. I wouldn't have done anything else after this because it didn't even grab liquidity. Nothing like that. It just continued going up in just a weird way. By the way, guys, today was news. This Wednesday was news. That's why it acted like this. So what I could learn from this is probably just to, I'm not too sure, honestly. I think I did everything right. Nothing really wrong. And let's just go to Thursday. Okay, Thursday coming along. Thursday coming along on GU. Let's see what we did wrong here. Let's go to 30-minute time frame. And this was definitely phase 2, so I was expecting a sell, which did happen, just happened a bit later. And if I was to hold, I still would have missed out. Yep, I still would have missed out. So in these situations, I'm pretty sure I entered in early as well today. Like I usually enter in at 6, but I think I entered at 5:30. Yeah, I did. I entered in at 5:30 today, and essentially just faked me out, wicked me out, came back up, and I took a full stop loss. What I could have done here is probably bringing my stop loss back just above the area, and I would have saved 5 pips. If I needed to re-enter, I would have re-entered. But yeah, would have saved 5 pips here. Price here, I'm pretty sure I saved a lot. This was well done. If I was to put it at a full stop loss, I still wouldn't have made anything. I still wouldn't have made it in, and I would have been stopped out later on. Yeah, if I was to put this at a full stop loss, I would have lost, and I would have been stopped out. But Euro, I remember I was more focused on Euro because Euro looked more clean today. And this is where I remember where price came back up. So I'm actually supposed to grab the 50% retracement and push to the downside where the monthly open price was, but I went straight through it. So I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna take a sell just because of grab liquidity. And this was at 6 o'clock, so I took a sell. Price started ranging. I don't like ranges, so I took out, saving 8 pips, essentially repositioned, and price grabbed liquidity up here. Remember how I said I like liquidity grabs off ranges? It literally grabbed liquidity off a range in my direction, so I was like, perfect. Took a sell here. Price came back up because it was New York. Grabbed liquidity once more. Pushed back down, and during news what price actually did, pushed all the way up. It grabbed all of the liquidity from the sellers and then pushed down. So I had the right direction. It just grabbed liquidity, and I could have had a bigger stop loss, but I wouldn't even have thought that would have actually grabbed that much, if that makes sense, guys. So this was just inevitable, is what I'm trying to say. This was just an inevitable loss because, you know, news came up first before it came down, and yeah, you know, kind of fooled everyone. But, you know, I had the right direction. Probably could have had a sell limit up here because I was actually expecting for price to actually make it up to the monthly open price, but I don't know if that was really the case. This was just unlucky, unfortunate. And let's move on to Friday, which is the final day, was the most annoying day that I've had throughout this whole week, guys, because I literally let go of like $200 from Friday just because I had faith in price pushing up. So let's start with the first push up. First push up right here, guys. Started with this. Everything was looking pretty much perfect. Not really perfect, but just in good places. Essentially how this is looking, this was the phase one right here. Phase 2 came down here, came back up, rejected off the daily open, came back down, 50% retracement. I was like, this is actually a perfect opportunity for my buy. I've never really tried it before, but it just looks perfect to take a buy. So I literally took a buy right here, guys. Perfect area, perfect entry. Price literally pushed all the way up, and I could have literally had like something like a 1 to 4, right? A 1 to 4, but I let price travel all the way back down because I expected price to at least come back up for the 50% retracement, just continue going up. And what happened is price actually came all the way back down. It came back down so much that I was just like, you know what? I'm going to take out with just little profits because I cannot give too much of my profits back. So, you know, I had a 1 to 0.5 here. Probably if I actually held in, had my stop loss open, I would have had I had another chance to get 1.38 once again. But in this case, guys, I just took out with a 1 to 0.5 because the price just ranging and just disrespecting and not even coming back up for the 50% retracement. So I thought price was going to completely reverse on me. And essentially what happened is I took out here, I re-entered once more for a buy here. Price went perfect. By the way, I cut my loss in this situation. Price went perfect here. Before news came, spiked all the way up again. I had like a 1 to 3 available, but I decided to hold because I still expected price to push up. But what happened is price rejected the 50% retracement on the downside and continued to push down. So this is when I was like, you know what, I've had enough. I'm just going to take a break even here and a 1 to 0.5 on Friday. Really, that's the same thing that happened on Euro USD. Took a buy here exactly at daily open just because of how it was looking. It grabbed liquidity. It already pushed down from the phase 2. It's Friday, so you usually catch the one direction. You go in that one direction for a while. As you can see here, guys, price just pushed down for one direction to the downside. But in this case, early it was pushing up. So when price pushed up, I cashed this whole move up, which is like a 1 to 2. Price came back down like GU did. It took me out at break even. Again, when news happened again, hopped in at a perfect opportunity, a perfect time. Goodbye, whole move once again, but I respected the 50% retracement and the daily open. So I decided just take out a break even for these trades. I'm pretty sure I took another trade, but I took it out just as fast just because of how price was acting. It wasn't really acting the way I wanted it to. And yeah, so on Friday, I literally probably had profit of 1 to 0.5. Could have potentially had a profit of 1 to 7 if I really had fixed take profits, but do I regret? No, because, you know, my sensei once said that this happens. It just happens. It's all a part of trading. Sometimes it does this, sometimes it doesn't. In his experience, he would have done the same thing I did. He would have held on as well. So that makes me feel a bit better because I'm not doing anything wrong. It's just the markets that are trying to play with my brain. Because during this time, guys, which I'll probably put the video right here, it fucked me up. But anyway, I kept my psychology. I try not to overtrade, try not to over leverage. And that's really what happened for the whole week, guys. I took L's all the way up until Friday, which I took a dub. Could have made all my money back on Friday, but it just didn't present me with opportunities with my strategy. And yeah, it's just a lot to learn from now. Like, I've learned a few things, obviously starting with the cutting losses, the average price area reaction, which I think I had the same problem last week, so that's a reoccurring one that I need to fix. And yeah, that's really it, guys. So yeah, guys, those are the few things I need to fix from my trading analysis, which I can see, which I can pick up on, which I need to fix on my cutting my loss average price area, which is the area where is, you can say, the middle of the range. When price usually makes it to that area, sometimes it's in match with the daily open. If it rejects pretty hard outside the range, I probably need to put my stop loss there so that I get the maximum profit, because usually when it rejects, it's going to come all the way back down, as you can see from previous data. Obviously there's some outliers, but it's just the overall, and I learned this from the market cycle video. So if you guys want the market cycle video, it's in my traders headquarters down below. I hope you all enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and I'll probably catch you guys tomorrow on the Monday markets. Peace.